Welcome to the freaking weekend. I'm your host, Jackie Lucas. And wait, who is that? Who is that? Anybody that's actually watching this, who do I see? But listeners, who do you think's back today, finally? What are you gone for a month? Jeff?
I'm pretty sure it was only like 2 weeks, but listen, don't think I didn't listen to your last episode. I mean, I did edit it after all, but
Thank you.
Jeff, how dare he spend time with his family?
It was exaggeration.
I know, of course. Yeah, how was I mean, it's August. It's August, and I just can't. I
might as well just start decorating for Christmas now.
Right, absolutely. Go out, get the pumpkin spice lattes, get the sweatshirts on. It's over.
It's crazy.
It's definitely not over. It's hot outside, man. It is hot as Hades out there. Boy, wish I had a pool this time of year. Wish I knew somebody with a pool this time of year.
I know. I feel bad. We were texting before, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a great time to record because the kids are outside in the pool." And he's like, "Where's my invite to the pool?"
I was actually Lana asked that. I'm just don't shoot the messenger.
No, well, now that you have a cute baby, we'll invite you guys.
You know, we were in a pool yesterday, and Luca was in his little floaty, not floaties, but a little floaty raft. He was, I mean, it was about the best temperature you could have a pool. It was like not too warm, but it was like just perfect. But it wasn't warm to the point where you're like not comfortable because it's hot outside. You do want it to be somewhat cool.
Yeah.
It was just the perfect temperature and he was loving it. He's gotten used to the beach a little bit more now because the water's warming up. So, but like we took him down in like early July and second his little toes hit the water. You know, you get one of these, but like I'm telling you, I think he's gonna be a true. I don't know if he'll love swimming competitively, but he's gonna like going in the water. I think
that's really
start
cute.
him early.
We did so. Which one of my kids, when we went to the beach the first time, they touched their foot in sand, they were like, "Oh, I'm not walking on this." Like it felt really weird to them. But is Luca fine with sand and everything?
Listen, when we went on our little family vacation a couple of weeks back. The sand was so hot. We were careful not to put them on the hot sand, but like, it was burning our feet. But like actually, like sand that's in the shade that's not baking in the direct sunlight. Oh, we have to like pull his hands away to stop from putting it in his mouth. He's infatuated with the sand.
Oh yeah,
and loves the sand.
That's always some bath time after you're in a sand pit.
That's right. We try to get as much off so we don't clog up the drain with all the sand. But yeah, he definitely loves the sand.
How old is he now?
He's going to be one in a couple of weeks.
Oh my, I was going to say.
We're planning his first birthday.
Oh. Yeah. Are you going to do like a cake smash and stuff?
So it stinks because his actual birthday's on a Saturday, but it just didn't work out that we could have his actual party on that day. So I think we're going to do a smash cake on his actual birthday.
Yeah.
You know,
those
that
are
way,
so cute.
you know, because it could get hectic at the actual party with all the people over. So we'll do it then.
Yeah. It's probably going to get dirty. So then you'll have time to clean them off and everything.
Right.
Oh, that's so cute.
But we're going all out, you know, because I said it has been so dry this summer. If you love beach pool weather, this has been a great summer for you so far. It's been hot. It's been very dry. We're actually in a drought situation here on the island. But I said, watch, it's been so dry. It's going to like pour whatever day we have his birthday.
There's going to be some sort of weather event on his birthday. It just kind of goes with the situation.
I can deal with rain. I can deal with thunder. I can't deal with a repeat of last year, which was a tropical storm.
That's what I feel. I feel like every summer we have some sort of like crazy storm that comes in for 15 minutes. It does a ton of damage and like puts the power out, and that's going to happen.
Power out would be detrimental too. I mean, we have a generator. I don't know if it will be able to power everything. I mean, everything we have. We're going to have a tent. The tent's going to have lights. So that would need to get powered, number one. I definitely, another thing I have to look into in party planning, but yeah, let's we'll keep our fingers crossed for that.
That's
but no, I think before the summer's out, no joke here. I think we should have the freaking weekend poolside edition. I think it'll be really fun.
I think Lana would be in the background with like a margarita.
You still have the giant swan float?
No. Right now we have a unicorn and a turtle, and we actually just got. I haven't got. I don't think it's grown up size, but a slide, like a not like an inflatable
Inflatable slide
slide.
that goes
Yeah,
into the water.
yeah. And then they go in the water and stuff.
Nice.
But the
That's
slides
cool.
make me a little nervous, but it's actually pretty stable, and they don't go
Yeah.
fast down. It's like,
Yeah, as long
but
as it's stable and they don't come, we. It's funny. Last 4th of July, we got invited to a party, and they actually had. It was legit. It was like a full sized inflatable slide, and you would slide down, and then at the end there'd be like this kind of reservoir area where all the water would collect, and you'd splash into it. But I tell you, man, you came zipping down that thing, and I was like, if I weighed, more than I weighed, everybody going down, it seemed pretty svelte. But I was like, if you had a lot of mass coming down that thing, I could very easily see a scenario where you would hit the end and kind of pop over the wall there.
oh my
I'm like
goodness,
kind of nervous when I see people going down fast. But it was
that's so funny.
it was fun. It was definitely fun. We just got Lucas first little pool, little kiddie pool, splash pool.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's so
loved it.
cute.
He loved it. So.
What did you think about my kids taking over?
Oh, editing was a lot of fun, but I was like, you know what, they were pretty good. I thought there would be a lot more edits that Jackie would have to send my way. Cut this part out, cut this part out. And really, it was just a couple of at the end when it was
Yeah.
like, okay, you outstayed your welcome, go away now.
And then they
Podcast is over.
they wanted to like say silly things in the microphone and everything.
Right. No, it
Oh
was
my
good. It was
God.
entertaining.
It's cute.
It was nice to give him a little spotlight.
Yeah, I
A
mean
little airtime.
they've been waiting for this that moment. So, but
Yeah.
like that's all they do is watch like people on YouTube and all that stuff. So for
You
them
make
to
them
be
listen. Do you be like, hey guys, can you watch
I let-
Bonnie's podcast?
No, I know. But I let them watch their podcast, which was cute. So
Yeah.
they
What did your husband have to say? What did he think?
he didn't watch it with us. So I don't even know if he watched it. We were all watched it. Where was he was working or doing something when we watched it. So but so you've been very busy this summer. I feel like we haven't done much. We went to Lake George for a little vacation and a lacrosse tournament as well. And other than that, the kids have just been doing camps, and we basically like have a group of friends that like pool hop, to go to each other's like
Right.
pools and stuff. But
Right. So we were, I mean, really all we did was go to Montauk as a family. And
That's
I'll tell you,
nice.
man, it was very nice. I don't think you can call a trip with a 1-year-old a vacation. I think it's
no,
just,
you can never
it's just a
call
trip.
it. It's just a trip.
Right.
That's why we always would go to Disney, because there's no purpose. You're not going to be relaxing at a beach with almost a 1-year-old or toddlers or small children, because you have to watch them and take care of them, and you can't, whatever. So it's a trip,
Right.
not a vacation.
Right. It was definitely. I don't even want to say it wasn't relaxing, because it did have its moments, but but right when you're just finally falling into that like relax mode, it's like, all right, time to pick up the baby. I'll tell you what, walking down the beach with him, we were stopped by so many people who were like, look at that little guy, so, but I had to do that. I had to take one from the team every now and then so mom could relax for a few minutes. So it was just kind of a trading off period of relaxing. That was really it. We were supposed to be in Croatia this week.
Really?
Yeah, for 2 weeks, but some I'll just leave it as a few health issues in the family led to us not being able to go this year. But I'm not terribly mad from the logistics point of view, because again, just going away for 3 days, 40 miles east or whatever it is, 100, 70 miles east of here, it was so much work. I was like, imagine getting on that plane, having a layover, getting on another plane, getting over there, being in an unfamiliar place for him for sleeping, because he did wake up a couple of times at the hotel. And I was like, imagine that happening, way away from home. There's really nothing you can do about it. So I was like, maybe we'll go again in another couple of years. We really were just going for a wedding. That's what we were going for.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So
I hope everything's okay.
everything is. I would say, yeah. There's nothing critical. There's nothing, near fatal or anything like that. It's just old age things within the family. So we're staying home and we're gonna help out any way necessary. But no immediate worries. But yeah, definitely it would have been too much of the trip. But again, not mad at the staycation after seeing what it's like traveling with a baby for the first time.
I don't know if how long does it take to get to Croatia?
If it was one shot, one plane, it wouldn't be bad. It'd probably only be like 9 hours. It's
only
not much.
9 hours, but think of this: only 9 hours on a plane with a baby.
How long does it take to get to? It's about an hour to an hour and a half longer than going to either Italy or Germany. So maybe not even 9, maybe like 8 hours. Okay,
it doesn't matter. I mean, the 2.5 hours it takes to get to Florida is torturous enough, let alone.
I think I have a higher plane tolerance than some people because I phrased it like that.
No, I'm saying with a child, with a bubba,
I don't even know if I want to. I don't know if I want to imagine it.
No.
Or experience it. I'm gonna experience it at some point. It's just a matter of how old.
Does Luca have a witching hour at all? Jojo used to have one. It was like 6 o'clock every night. Like when he was a baby, he would get fussy and stuff. But if you got a fussy baby that's crying and you can't console on an airplane where they're screaming and crying, oh boy, the stress of that is beyond.
Yeah, I don't know if there's one in particular. I think every day is just kind of different.
Yeah.
It could be.
Now, my other two didn't have a specific time.
Some days he's fine. We're getting to the point where we're now experimenting where it used to be home rigid, 6:30 to 7 to maybe 7:30 bedtime. Whereas now when we go out to dinner, we're not home right away. Like he was like on Sunday, we went to Greenport and he was great. He was great the whole day. Started to get a little cranky by the time dinner was wrapping up around 8 o'clock. You went in. We have a plan of attack now. We have an SOP. If we're gonna be out that late, he's getting changed. And he's getting put in the PJs before he goes in the car because we all pass out in the car. And then we get him home. All we got to do is, he wakes up a little bit.
The transfer.
Plop, done.
Yes. See, good.
So, yeah, we're on top. We're getting on top of it now. But yeah, I wouldn't say he has a witching hour, but he's pretty. I gotta say, from all the stories I've heard, even though he was a lot in the early stages, the fact that he sleeps well, I'm like, you know what? I feel like the baby gods have smiled upon us.
Don't say it. No, because I'm telling you, once you have it figured out and you think that they are a certain way, they will change. Trust me, Lucas, my youngest, was the best baby hands down until a year old. Happy, everything, just so good, never really cried, whatever, the best baby. He turned a year and he turned into a horror show. Then it's flipped back and now he's like the sweetest, like calmest little boy or whatever. But I'm telling you,
it's different already because Luca was not the best baby for the entire first year. I mean, we had the colicky stage. So again, I think the fact, he's mobile now. He's taking his first steps. He was hanging on to the edge of the playpen when we came home today and like literally pulling his body weight up. His feet were off the ground. So I'm like, it's begun.
Wait until he climbs out of the crib.
He stands up like a little jailbroken man and hangs onto the bars. I'm just waiting one day I'm going to come and he's going to be clinking the cup back and forth.
Yeah, right? Like swinging from the chandelier. Like, woo.
Oh, how'd you get up there? I was a camp counselor once where a kid was swinging from the rafters. Like, if he fell, he would have broken his ankles. I was
my gosh.
A mess. I'm like, please. I'm like, I don't even know how to get you down. He's like, oh, don't worry. I can get down, Jeff. I'm like, well, whatever you got to do, swing over to the bunk bed. However you got up there, please get down right now. Be giving me a heart attack. So,
oh my goodness. That's so funny.
I actually said this a couple of weeks ago. I said, Lana, I think everybody before they get a parent. They should have a pet too, because to keep something alive and like be responsible for something. I think everybody should have a pet too. But I really would highly recommend being a camp counselor, whether it's a day camp or a sleepaway camp. Be a camp counselor and be imagine, the work it was getting. I mean, because we had all ages. Like, I think I've had 5, 6, 7-year-olds one year, and then I had 8, 9, 10s one year. Like, getting those kids to brush their teeth and take a shower and put their PJs on. Getting to bed was the easiest part because their bodies only have so much energy at that rate. They have to go to bed. To get them to, like, literally, I had to forcibly, like, pick them up and just stick them in the shower. I didn't even care if they had their clothes on.
We
like
do a lot of counting. Well, I do a lot of counting in my house. I'm like, 3, 2, and I read the eyes. My eyes are like about to pop out because it's like,
right.
then they like, why are you yelling at me? Because I asked you nicely 4 times, and now and you didn't listen. So now I have to yell because you're not listening to me, and then I have to count. So like, this is what goes on in my house.
Yeah, no, counting's never a good thing. When the counting comes, you either do it or you're in trouble.
Yeah,
you're not getting dessert for a week. You're not getting allowance for a week. Oh, but yeah, I know. I'm fully prepared for that just when you figure it out, another thing comes. But I will say I'm going to take the sleeping. Like, I hope the sleeping lasts for a long time.
What time does he sleep till in the morning?
I mean, on a good night, he's in at 7:30 and he's awake at like 6:37.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than that.
No, absolutely not. So
you just need to. Do you go to bed earlier now? Because like I'm a total grandma. Like I'm in bed by like 9:30.
We can't. Like, I remember we went out in May to see John Mayer on a Saturday night, and because of the rideshare situation and everybody trying to get out of there at the same time, we probably didn't get back home until like 1:30. But baby's not like, oh, you guys went out last night. Sure thing, I'll sleep in a couple hours. I'm still going off. I'm still going 6:30 alarm clock, So
gosh.
yeah, we honestly try to watch some Netflix and we're in bed by like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Wow.
That way when we can. I mean, work days more so than others. Work days, we're probably zonking out at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
The latest. So
we're so old.
oh, man, tell me about it.
Remember when you were in your like 20s and you didn't go out till like 11 o'clock. You didn't like meet your friends out until 11 o'clock. That sounds so horrific to me right now. I don't even know how we used to do that, and it just sounds so terrible. Even if someone's like, do you want to go to dinner? If we're not like going out to dinner at like 8 o'clock, it sounds
early
horrible
bird special.
to me.
Early bird special for the win.
At 4 or 5 o'clock, and and then we'll eat, have a couple drinks, be home by 8, 9. Like that's my speed right now.
That's my steez, absolutely. No, it's so true. We were out to lunch before. And I'm looking up on the TV and they're like doing like a Yankees classics special on this baseball player that I would watch growing up. I'm like, wait, like he's being treated as like an ancient player now. And I'm like, I feel so old. And Lana just goes, Jeff, you are old.
Yeah.
Like straight, but not even like a joking face, like a straight face. And I'm like, oh God, I'm having a midlife crisis.
Yep.
I'm old.
Mm-hmm. No, see, and I find the only thing that like makes it okay for me to get older is having kids and being able to watch them get older. And it's like, okay.
Not the only one.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying it like that. It's just that it's like, oh, it's like a privilege to, see them and see them grow up. But that means also me getting, older. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to show this. I got this I forget what I got this for, but I've just been forgetting to put it in my car. And it's really cool. I wish they were sponsoring so we could be getting paid for this, but this is really cool. It's called Dangle It. You can make your own air fresheners. Look, we have a Luca air freshener. That's really
cute. With a little Islanders hat? Is that an Islanders hat?
Yeah, a little Islanders hat. Let me put it close there. For those of you who
Wait, do you get to
listening.
pick the scent too?
It doesn't say. It just is 100% scent satisfaction. It kind of just smells like clean laundry.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Pretty nice scent. we also have a Walter.
Of course you would have a Walter. You have a Walter on your body tattooed forever.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to have a air freshener. Oh my gosh.
My car needs it. My car needs like a inside out cleaning.
Oh, don't even get me started between sports equipment and the kids and them eating in the car sometimes. Yeah. Oh,
I've been in minivans, my friends who have like, 2-3 kids and the car seats in the back. And I look in there and I'm just like, the color goes out of my face. I'm like, oh God, one day I'm going to have to clean this. It's intense.
It's pretty scary to like go and it's like, wow, how did this all get here? What is all this stuff? Like, I just don't understand it.
I like to think that I probably wasn't the dirtiest kid. Like, I feel like kids really have to put in a special amount of effort to get to the level of dirtiness.
No, it's not even, it's just like, not a care. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just don't care. They just don't care.
Oh man. Well, Hi, buddy. We need like the buddy alarm.
No, it's not a podcast without Buddy.
I mean, Luca kind of just but that's the thing. Your kids are like somewhat civilized, like real adult people. They're big boys and girls.
They're choosing not to pick up the stuff that is falling on the floor, as opposed to a 1-year-old who
just like doesn't have
they don't know
totally,
exactly,
and they're just like, oh, this goes in my mouth.
And then it falls.
And then it falls, and then it rolls.
No, there's no excuses really for bigger kids. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up in a couple minutes, but I know you wanted to tease a guest for next week. So.
Yes. So I have this friend. His name is Ethan, FDNY. I think he's former FDNY at this point, but FDNY. And he is spreading awareness for the. Let me first tell you the name of the project. It's called the 343 Foundation, and for those of you who are familiar with the events of 9/11. There were 343 firefighters that passed away that day. An insane number for, any event. But when you divide it up amongst the NYPD and the Port Authority, so 343 is the foundation, and what he is doing, not only raising money, raising awareness, kind of just at this point refusing to forget is like their motto, I believe. So 34.3 miles is what is going to be run in honor and in memory of everybody, and also to raise funds for families. He's going to tell you much more about it. He's starting in Long Beach here on Long Island, and he's going to run all the way to Ground Zero.
Wow.
Heck of a trip. I don't even know if I could physically do it. But I certainly think with the, running for a cause like that, give me a little bit of extra oomph, and I'm sure it will for him as well. He's going to tell you all about it next week, and it's going to be 1 month away from the event next week. So I think it's going to be really cool for him to tell his story and how this came to be, and how you can get involved as well.
We are looking forward to that.
Yes, definitely going to be cool. I can't, but can you believe we're coming up in 21 years now. I mean, that's just wild. 21 years since September 11th. But anyway, we'll talk much more about that next week. And hey, it's been fun to be back, Jackie.
I know. I was going to say, because you haven't been here these last, 2 episodes, why don't you sign us off?
But like not that long. I went to the moon or something. Jeff didn't exist these last 2 weeks.
Not a long-winded gab, but sign us off, Joffrey.
Yes, and thank you very much for listening to The Freaking Weekend. All streaming platforms, Google, podcasts, in addition to the usual ones that you all probably have, Spotify and iTunes and YouTube, so you can see our lovely smiling faces. And we'll catch you next week. Until then, take care, everybody. Signing off.